Jerusalem was alive again. The walls stood tall, families filled the streets, and Nehemiah smiled as people were chosen by lot to live inside God's holy city. It was a new beginning, laughter, music, and faith echoing through the gates. Then came the big day, the dedication of the wall. Two mighty choirs marched in opposite directions on top of the walls, singing praises so loud they could be heard miles away. Trumpets blasted, drums boomed, and Nehemiah raised his hands in joy. God had restored his people. But when Nehemiah left for a short time, things fell apart. People got careless. The temple, meant for God's glory, was being used as a guest room for Tobiah, one of Israel's enemies. When Nehemiah returned and saw that, he was furious. He stormed into the temple, tossed out Tobiah's furniture, and cleaned every corner, shouting, "This place belongs to God." Nehemiah got straight to work restoring order. He brought back the Levites, made sure offerings were given again, and reminded everyone, "We serve a holy God." Then came the Sabbath showdown. Merchants were sneaking in to sell goods when they weren't supposed to. Nehemiah marched to the gates, slammed them shut, and warned, "No business on God's day." The traders packed up fast. Finally, Nehemiah led the people to renew their promise, to stay faithful, to keep God's law, and to live differently from the world around them. As the sun rose over the golden city, Nehemiah knelt in prayer and whispered, "Remember me, my God, for good." His courage, passion, and faith kept Jerusalem strong, a shining reminder that when you stand for God, He always stands with you.